if you can up the level of relief a little more, who would not be open to that, right? So a very dear friend of mine who was actually one of my essential oil clients, he is such a healthy person, vegetarian, marathon runner. He said, Laura Lee, I take CBD before and after my marathons. And we're talking like 50 plus miles. We're not talking like a
Oh, no. When they do a marathon is 26.1.
Right.
And half a marathon is 13.
Yeah. He does even longer than the norm.
Oh, is he going to run Moab?
Like an Ironman contest kind of thing.
Oh, yes. I have friends that do all that.
So he said, if this is helping my body, before and after this type of pounding that my body takes, he said, consider it for you. And see, Deborah, I've been a teacher all my life, and we were told that the cannabis plant was demonic and it was a gateway drug and all this and that. And I bought into that. I believed it. I believed the government. And that was a big mistake, because there are so many benefits to the cannabis sativa plant. That's the hemp plant that was kind of pushed into the marijuana plant, kind of together. So now that I have done my research and separated the two, because they're different species or different varieties, in the taxonomic world, there's debate over whether they're different species or different varieties. But with that said, they are genetically different. And one plant is high in THC, the cannabinoid with the psychoactive effects, and low in CBD. And then there are many other cannabinoids, terpenoids, flavonoids. And then there's the hemp plant, which is high in CBD, low in THC, but still has all those beautiful biochemical terpenoids, flavonoids, and health basically for us. And it helped me even more. So that's how I added CBD oil, which is a solvent extraction oil, into all the other oils I had been taking anyway, which were essential oils, absolute oils, and carrier oils. So it was the perfect fit. And I have to say that I'm doing very well. I'm doing about 85% better. I'm 85% of what I used to be before I had this debilitation, and I'm at a good place with the CBD.
How long did it take you to realize that this was working for you? And did you have to? You take it internally? Do you have a cream? Does it work together?
Well, for me personally, Deborah, I noticed the first night I took it because I was able to sleep. Whenever I sleep at night, I could not get into a comfortable position, and I quit dreaming. I could not get into a deep sleep. The first night that I took CBD, I was so relaxed. I was so calm that I drifted into a peaceful slumber, and I was even able to dream. So I was in the REM stage. And when I got up, I felt like a new person.
Now,
so just the sleep alone helped me.
Oh, I'm sure it does, because if you're not sleeping, your whole body isn't resting. But now, is this an oil liquid that you ingest, or is it a pill? Or
excellent question. So I'm not prescribing or diagnosing. Let's just talk about the types of CBD, out the way.
No, but what did you take? I mean, was it a liquid?
Yes, I took what is called the oil tincture.
Okay.
The CBD oil. And I also rubbed the CBD infused cream into parts of my body that were tired and sore.
I have to admit, I have done the relief cream because of my sciatica in the last couple of days. And I noticed it was unbelievable.
Right.
Because I walk every day, and I'm using them.
I know you do.
And
you're very, very active.
So it helped. So I think this is So everybody is on the road to recovery here.
Amen.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Deborah, because so many people are being fooled, though, about these creams and tinctures.
Yes, they are.
So you have to be careful, because a lot of time, you know, we see something on television and, oh, you know, this is pain decreasing cream. And then we go get it and it says hemp pain decreasing cream. And we rub it on and we say, oh my gosh, it's working. It's like the placebo effect, right? Because we see it on TV and there's this like gorgeous male model or gorgeous female model, or we see it in a brick and mortar store. We think it's safe and trustworthy. And it's not. That could not be farther from the truth, because what these companies are doing, they're taking hemp, because it's the hot word right now, and they're making creams that contain no CBD at all. They contain hemp seed oil, which is a great carrier oil. It's great for hair. It's great for skin, and it is supportive for the muscular system, but not like the cannabinoids. So these companies are getting away with ripping off the public, and people are like, oh, I saw it on TV, so it's working. But you have to try the real thing.
That's true. And I've noticed going around and looking at the ingredients, and some of them have so many ingredients in it. It says CBD oil, but what is it? Waved over the top, and then they add coconut oil or
olive oil and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
not good.
So my question is that how many ingredients should be in a good CBD oil?
So if you're looking for one of the best CBD oils, here, just in a nutshell, I have actually 15 things that you should look for, but just maybe like 2 or 3 out of the 15 for time's sake, Deborah. You need to look at the ingredients. You need to read the label. And within the ingredients, you should see no more than 2 to 3 ingredients. For example, the whole hemp extract, which is going to be the extract from the cannabis plant. And it should say hemp, because that is the legal plant containing 0.3% or less of CBD to be legal, or THC to be legal, THC. Then you should have a carrier oil, because CBD is absorbed best in the body when mixed with a really fatty oil. And carrier oils tend to be that. Some are better than others. The very best carrier oil that you could have mixed with your whole hemp extract is hemp seed oil. Why? Because it comes from the same plant. Why not keep the plant the same plant? A lot of these other CBD companies, they're using MCT oil. Why? For 2 reasons. A, they're cheaping out because it's cheaper. And B, it's processed. MCT oil is the liquefied version of coconut oil. Coconut oil is solid in nature. It's really not an oil. It's not. It's solid in nature. So to keep it liquefied, it has to be processed. So other companies are cheaping out. They're using carrier oils that are mediocre. You want to look for a fatty acid oil like hemp seed, because it contains the perfect ratio of your omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, 3-to-1 ratio. Those are your good fats. MCT oil, it's a mediocre oil. It's processed, but it has a lot of the bad fat. 90% are the bad fats. So you really have to know your carrier oil too. And then the third thing, Deborah, it can have an extract, like natural peppermint. It can, but you can just get it plain. You don't necessarily have to have an extract. Now, I prefer mine with a natural peppermint extract, because I like the taste better. But my sister, for example, she loves hers just plain. So for her, there are just 2 ingredients for her. For me, there's 3. And if there's more than that, it's going to be sugar, some type of a sugar alternative, not needed. It's going to be polysorbate 80 or some type of a preservative, not needed. It's going to be some other things to get you addicted to it. not needed. If you're taking your natural supplement, you should be taking it for how you feel, not because you're putting sugar in it to get you addicted to it. So I have a lot of problems, as you can hear, with other companies that are duping the consumer.
True. So we're going to hold you to that. We have to take a break, and then we're going to come back to you and have some more knowledge.
Yeah, before we go out on break, why don't you give us some contact information before we go out on break?
Oh, absolutely. So my name is Laura Lee Zalesnik Lees, and my husband is Scott Lees, and our passion is to educate the world about proper CBD usage and purchasing. And our phone number is 724-991-8480. We are on Facebook, Laura Lee Zalesnik Lees, Scott Lees. You can private message us. You can text us. Our email address are cbdwithlauralee@gmail.com, CBD with Scotty with a Y at gmail.com.
Very
and
good.
You can contact us. We'd be happy to hear from you.
All right.
Okay, we'll be back shortly
right.
if you want to stay on the line.
Hang on the line.
We're back.
We
If you
are
thought we
back.
were lost, we are here.
That's right.
We're back.
We're right in downtown Stewart, Potsdam,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking to Scott and Laura Lee about
Mhm.
CBD,
Right.
the real CBD,
The real McCoy.
the real McCoy.
All right.
Yes. I know there's a lot of imposters out there, and I know Laura Lee is a biologist in her schooling,
Hmm.
so she really gets down and underneath.
I get that because she's been throwing out some jargon. Yes, haven't you, Laura Lee?
Well, I just feel so strongly about the consumers being duped. That angers me. So it's one of my passions. Whenever Scott and I host seminars and webinars, one of our main themes is to debunk them and tell everybody not to buy that junk.
Right.
Right. So I would like to go over some of the products that, or creams or products, or what is in with HempWorks that people should look for.
Oh, okay.
There's
So, Deborah, we have different categories. So, like, for example, we have the CBD oils, like you asked me about before. There are the tinctures, in the dropper bottle that you take sublingually, or you can rub them on your body too. But mainly, the method is, the sublingual under the tongue application. And then we also have a pet oil, a pet CBD oil.
yes, I've heard a lot of people do that with their pets.
Mm-hmm. And so we have the oils, that's one category. Then the next category that we have are what I call CBD infusements, and they contain the topicals. So that would be, the cream that you tried for your back, any type of face cream that we have, and even bath bombs.
Is it going to make me
categorize
look
that.
10 years younger if I
Oh,
put it on my
definitely.
face?
Yes, it's the CBD is so skin supportive. It makes you smooth and soft, and it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Wow, I don't have to get out the rubber mat and the oil, it takes over. That would be great.
I just wanted to mention too about
Yeah,
the
and
tinctures.
what's nice is when you combine that, Deborah, with all of your alternative healings, you're going to see a difference.
Okay.
And then we have in that infusement, the CBD infusement category, we have some edibles.
Wow.
For
Okay.
example,
Is it like vitamins?
We have gummies.
No, it's coffee. It's hemp infused coffee, creamers. We have the gummies for people who don't want to take the oil sublingually. They're delicious. And then we also have the dog treats that are
Okay.
CBD infused. So that's another category. Then we have the
But
But
wait, there's
there's
more.
yes, there's more. So that those are like what I call the CBD categories. And then we have the non-CBD categories for people who do not want any part of the plant cannabis sativa for work or insurance purposes. And so what we offer them, and for people who are taking this CBD, we have a hemp seed oil hair care line. And it's the hemp seed oil, not the extract from the hemp plant. We have essential oils. Those are brand new, and a diffuser, brand new. And then we have the nutritional oral sprays that are not CBD based.
Wow.
You spray them inside
So
your cheeks.
the best thing to do when you're taking infused creams, is it better to use it with a CBD oil that you ingest so it works from the inside out and the outside in?
Yes, that is the way I do it, Deborah. But there are many of my clients that don't want to take the oils sublingually. I don't know why. But
because they
are,
probably still think that it's like a marijuana plant and there's no THC in it. They're
right.
Older people aren't schooled like that. Give
And
you
so
an old hippie, and they'll know the difference.
What is nice about the
we
oils, though,
offer in the oil CBDs, we offer the full spectrum, which has 0.03% THC and all the other cannabinoids. And then we offer what is called broad spectrum, which is all of the cannabinoids, everything from the plant, the terpenoids, the flavonoids, but not THC.
Right.
So it's 0% THC. So we offer that too, but they still won't take it, and that's okay. So
And there's three different. There's
yes, and we have.
There's three different
flavors and potencies.
Right. And you're talking about sativa and this one. I mean, isn't there three names to the different things? You mentioned them as we were talking.
All the oils we get is from the sativa plant.
Cannabis sativa plant.
Right. And then there's the cannabis. There's another cannabis plant that has another name.
Indica. Yeah, there's cannabis indica, and then there's cannabis ruderalis.
Thank you.
Those are the three species. The main species or varieties, that's still debated. Scientists can't decide if they're species or varieties, but
now all three of them are just hemp plants. They do contain THC.
Hemp is all of them do. Hemp is cannabis sativa. L actually is the binomial name, and it does contain. The different strains contain different amounts of THC.
Okay.
The one that's legal that's used in our product, and then the other CBDs out there that if they're legal, they have the hemp plant because it's 0.3% or less in that particular strain. But there's so many strains out there now and genetically bred that, there are thousands of different strains. But ours is 0.03% THC by dry weight, which is less than the legal limit, which is 0.3% from the Farm Bill, Bill's passing.
Wonderful. So we don't have to go behind closed doors to put down some money and buy something. You can just go right out there.
Yeah, we're not bootleggers. That's why it's legal to sell across state lines.
And then about the three, this is another thing though, Deborah, that you might be asking about our full spectrum CBD oils. There's three different potencies. Okay, this is the full spectrum, meaning it has all the cannabinoids, including 0.03% THC, all the terpenoids, all the other minor cannabinoids and flavonoids. And those come in 500 milligram potency, 750 milligram potency, and 1500 milligram potency. And you can get those in either plain, meaning no extract, or with a mild peppermint extract, natural, of course, or a very strong cinnamon extract, natural, but very strong, kind of like red hot.
Good. Okay.
But the broad spectrum with the 0% THC, Deborah, that only comes right now in 500 milligram potency and 750 milligram potency, and it only comes in one flavor right now, but that is going to change. It comes in with a natural peppermint extract.
Great.
Which is the white cap. The THC free is the white
we
cap.
Need to have some your
contact information one more time.
Thank you, Frank.
Before we go to break.
Because I was getting contact.
We're getting ready to go to break. So if you want to, please give out your contact information before we got to go.
Sure, and it's a lot because we're on every social media platform.
Yeah.
So, for example, we're on YouTube, Oils and Aromatherapy with Scott and Laura Lee. Please subscribe to our show. We have so many videos that you will benefit from. We have a public business page on Facebook called Oils and Aromatherapy with Scott and Laura Lee. Then we are on Facebook, as individual people, Scott Lees and Laura Lee Zalesnik Lees. And our number is 724-991-8480. You can call or text. And our emails are cbdwithlauralee@gmail.com or cbdwithscotty@gmail.com.
Okay, we got to go to break. You have a great night, and I'll talk to you after the show.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we loved it. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. I look forward to being on it again.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. All right. And we'll be right back.
And now...
Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
We are back. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yes, it's the last Friday of
it's-
January.
It's the waning moments. Yes.
Where did this month go? Tell me.
It has been crazy.
I mean,
Just
you
crazy.
are now the new director of Main Street, and
Thank you, yes.
I am this lonely little volunteer that you put me in charge of everything.
Yes.
So here we go.
Yeah. So if you
know.
want to volunteer for activities, because we
Call
have
Frank.
yes, give Debbie a call because she's my volunteer coordinator and she'll plug you in.
And every weekend there is something going on. We
Right.
need a body. I think my ears are going up because I didn't. No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But there's no. Whoa.
Well,
There's so much going on. If you're bored in Martin County from now until the end of December, it's your fault.
right.
There's so much between St. Lucie, Martin, Okeechobee, Indian River County, Palm Beach County. And, the president's coming in tonight for the Super Bowl. So,
Yes,
if
but
you're.
they had a problem down in Mar-a-Lago earlier today.
They did?
Somebody in an SUV broke through 2 different checkpoints. They shot at the SUV.
No way.
The car escaped, and they got the car. They found the
And
car.
they wanted to join the Super Bowl party.
Yeah,
and they didn't make it.
I don't know what happened.
God.
How weird is that? So, but yeah, so hopefully everything's well in hand. But
It will be.
Yeah. But it's always a little excitement.
It is exciting
Boy.
when the president comes to town.
Oh yeah,
You
Yeah. So, but that's pretty neat.
I love to see when he and Melania and the son get off.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Barron.
Barron.
Barron gets off the plane and they walk down and they
He's
are so
he's
gracious.
So tall.
He is. I think he's even taller than his dad.
No.
Well, he's up there. He's
He's-
taller than his mom's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But yeah, so he's really hitting his growth spurt.
Yes,
So,
he is.
How cool is that?
It is.
Fun to
It's
watch.
wonderful to watch.
Yes.
We've got to watch several presidents with their children
Yes.
grow up.
Yes.
And some of them start out and they're cute and then they get to be ugly ducklings and then they become beautiful again
Right.
and back and forth.
It's
and,
kind of
and-
yeah.
and yes,
It's a fun process.
it is.
So one of the things I want to remind our listeners, and we're going to be talking about this every Friday, which for just a couple of weeks going forward, on February 20th, we're having the blessing of the flagler, and the priest and the rabbi will be there from the popular radio show, A Priest and a Rabbi. They will be there.
Is this going to be the historical donation? Because there's one going on this weekend at the Kruger House.
This will be February 20th. That'll be a Thursday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning.
I understand
Yeah.
that, but is this from the Historical Society
No.
to put a plaque like they did at the feed store?
No.
No, it's just a blessing.
This is a dedication or rededication ceremony.
Wonderful.
And it's because we are rededicating the building to its original purpose. So
The USO.
right.
Whoa.
So yes. So it's kind of nice that way, and we'll have some other rededicated ceremonies going forward. But right now we wanted to do a blessing, and I think that's kind of neat. So be prepared for that. February 20th. It is a Thursday morning. So, and coffee and donuts will be served. So
Wow.
make sure to be there and join us.
Wonderful.
Yes.
But we also have a historic plaque dedication at 10 a.m. tomorrow
Mhm.
at the Burn Bray Plantation Kruger House at 1170 Southeast Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. After the dedication, you can take a house tour for $10.
Nice.
But, that's been there forever. It was really downhill for a lot of years. And then they refurbished it and figured out that it is a dedication.
Right.
So I've been to the Arch in Jensen,
Right.
at Rio,
Right.
and I've been to the Golden Gate.
Mm-hmm.
They have a plaque, and the Episcopal Church in Jensen Beach, they have a plaque.
Okay.
So maybe one of these weeks I should call the dedication and have someone come in and let us know what's going on, where all the dedications are going to be. I think that would be pretty cool to find out.
I think so too.
Yes. We also have the Treasure Coast Snook Challenge tournament awards with barbecue and pizza is noon Sunday at Sanskrit Park at 3443 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard. The tournament starts at noon Saturday and lasts until the awards.
Okay.
So I guess until someone catches a fish.
Oh.
I guess that's how it would go because
Okay.
then the awards will start.
Okay.
Yeah. The Hope Sound Arts Festival is 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday and Sunday along Dixie Highway from Bridge Road to Venus Street. More than 200 national artists and craft artisans. Did I say that right?
Artisans.
Artisans. Okay.
Yes. But they
You
could be
say artisan.
they could be
and I say
artesian, but
artesian.
likely they're artisans.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, go ahead.
And hopefully
Yes.
it'll be a nice day tomorrow because it's
Mhm.
supposed to be a washout
Mm.
with the rain and not great weather.
Hopefully it's just during the early mornings,
Right.
Yeah.
the rain.
Celebrate veterans and first responders from noon to 4 tomorrow, Saturday at the Treasure Coast Harley Davidson. What better place to go? Woom, woom. You
Right.
know, I mean, get all the bikes out there, get first responders, get
Mhm.
the,
How does that go?
woom, woom.
Okay then.
The event includes
thanks
live
for- thanks
music,
for
bike
that.
washes, vendors, food, drinks for sale, and more.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see what else we got going on this weekend. It's let's do St. Lucie County while we have a minute. Bonfire and Hayride is 3 to 7 tomorrow at McCarty Ranch Preserve at 12525 Range Line Road in Port St. Lucie. And that's out near St. Lucie West and PGA, I believe.
Okay.
We got if you've never been to this, the Florida Cigar Box Guitar Festival
Wow.
is tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
from 11 to 5 at the Summer Crush Vineyard and Winery on Johnson Road. And if you've never seen Ben Prestige or
Mhm.
his brother, we
Mhm.
saw Scott and I saw his brother at the Seafood Fest when we
Mhm.
went in there. He was Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Okay. And we also have the Steve Arvery band, and they are going to have different vendors for cigar box instruments. And they also are going to have Uproot Hootenanny, and that band is a hoot. It's very good. So you can go out there from 11 to 5 p.m. Sunday and have a good time. It's $10 in advance.
Okay.
Are we done? We
Yeah.
can't be done. I have so much more to talk about.
You'll have to come back next week and share more.
Really?
Yes.
Then I'll have to have some more events.
Let's do it again next week.
Okay.
It's a date.
Hey, Gerard, have a great night and a
All
good weekend. Happy Super Bowl. Go, KC.
Yeah.
Go, San
49ers.
Francisco. Yep.
Yes. I'm a 49ers.
And I
fan.
have my Pittsburgh shirt on,
Okay.
as we can see on the
Why?
TV.
Why?
Why? Because it's Super Bowl weekend. So
Okay.
you wear your...
Wear your colors.
Color.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
got it. All right.
Okay. Ciao for now, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Good evening.